Hey guys, NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you back to Let's Play Fairly Odd Parents Breakin' the Rules. Last time, part 1, we got through the tutorial and we learned sort of the situation of what's going on, which is not going to make any sense for most of you that have never seen the actually good episodes of this series. Anyway, this time we are headed off into Chinless Blunder. This is, in my opinion, the first level of the game because it's probably the easiest out of all of them. It's one of the easiest. It's probably the easiest overall because they give you a ton of extra lives and stuff. So let's get started.
Gee, hon, I'm not sure we've got time to read comic books.
I'm not sure I'm able to read comic books.
Probably not,
I
Cosmo.
haven't read the latest issue yet. Maybe I could get some ideas from the Crimson Chin. Who are you talking to, lame brain? You're talking to your dumb comics? Wow, you're lamer than I thought. And I thought you were pretty lame. Hey, I'm a kid. I'm supposed to have an imagination. I wish I could spoil your childhood fun. I wish the Crimson Chin became completely useless. And I wish you were trapped in his world so you could see just how pathetic comic books really are.
Uh-oh, this doesn't look good.
Oh no, Vicky's wish is already coming true. The Crimson Chin is useless in this issue.
Luckily, the second half of her wish hasn't worked. Maybe I should keep my mouth shut.
So, we have been warped into a comic book. And you know, the funny thing is, throughout that whole scene, like, the only thing I noticed is that Vicky actually has, like, strangely pixelated boobs, even though she's, like, 16, which is really awkward. I don't know why they would animate that, because they really didn't need to, because no one likes Vicky anyway.
To power up a wish, just in case.
So, this is our first true level of the game, and each level actually has, like, a special design to it, which I think is actually a really cool thing. X changes the camera, Y also changes the camera.
I had a secret identity once.
I wanted to, and yeah, directional pad you can move around with. I was making sure I knew the controls and stuff. Wow, stop one cutscene just to make another cutscene, like we really need to see that.
Wishes make for heroes.
So anyway, I thought there was a way to see, okay, yeah, it's pause, and you see like the symbols look a little bit different depending on which level you're playing, which is actually a really nice little touch. And it looks really cool in a couple of the levels later on. There's no like sprint button or anything.
Workplace of Charles Hampton Indigo, otherwise known as the Crimson Chin.
Don't give away the Chin's secret identity, Captain Cosmo.
Okay, so no one really cares, Cosmo.
Why isn't it so?
So we're going to go ahead and grab our first wish star. Like I said, there's no sprint button, unfortunately. So another thing we're going to be on the lookout for is obviously the Crimson Chin cards. I haven't decided just yet if I'm going to be trying to 100% this game, which really to 100% the game, all you have to do is beat it and collect all the Crimson Chin cards. So I'm hoping I can find them all. If I'm doing really well with it and only miss like one or two, I'll probably do like an episode where I revisit the other levels and go back and get them again. Or just make sure I get them all by just going back to any levels I miss them on. So I will probably try to do that as long as I'm not missing too many of them, because some of them are in kind of tough to get spots. They're not as tough as the collectibles in Shadow Showdown, though. Shadow Showdown has like a whole lot more collectibles and stuff you have to get. Like, you have to find like every single like coin or crown or whatever it's called in every level, which is kind of tough actually later on. And you already probably saw the Crimson Chin card over here, so we'll grab it. Gatefold numbered blue lizard limited edition Chin card.
That's good. One more star to find no wish.
Okay, that's 4. And let's go grab the last wish star. So this seems kind of dull, but things will start to pick up as we start to get more into the actual levels and such, introduce different game mechanics. Got it. So we can now make a wish. Let's head on into the bank, which is where the first of 3 segments is. Each level basically has 3 segments, one for each wish. In the later level, in the other game, you had to like use the wishes throughout the level.
Tremendous strength. Could this villain have the Chin strength?
I guess it had to go somewhere.
There! The villain's escaped to the other panel!
We have to chase the villain, Clef, but we'll need to make a wish first.
It's collecting time!
Alright guys, let's go. We are going to make a wish by breaking into the bank ourselves and jumping in the wish spot thingy. The wish spot thingy, that might be what I call it.
We've got a super strong villain making a getaway with the contents of Cincinnati Bank. I need to pursue him at high speed!
High speed pursuit. I gotcha, Chip. Let's activate your truck chopper.
Are you sure about
Cosmo actually had a good idea. Wow. Crimson Chin was always such like a strange but kind of interesting character idea. Like basically a superhero with just a giant like indestructible chin or something. Kind of odd, but definitely entertaining. So the goal here is basically we will be guided through the path sort of on our own, and we just have to pop all these balloons. And that's pretty much all we have to do. That's an extra life right there. We're not going to go for that. We need to get the balloons. Because we want to get as close as possible to them. If we end up getting too far away, then we will fail the mission, and we will lose a life. And if you lose all lives, you'll have to go back to the last save point, which in this case would be restarting the mission. I really hope the music and stuff, I don't think it'll get me copyrighted. At least I hope I won't. If I feel like it might, then I can obviously just, you know, edit it out. I wish I could get that extra life, but unfortunately I keep having to hit the chin balloon things, or pig balloons. I kind of remember some of these enemies from the TV series. I don't remember them that well, and definitely avoid those because those will hurt you. You don't want to get hurt. Timmy does have actual health, though. Like, one hit is not going to make him lose a life. Alright, so we're just gonna circle around a couple of bombs. Circle around another bomb. Circle into a pig thing. Seriously, like, what the heck are these things? They kind of look like pigs, but I'm not sure if that's what they're, like, actually supposed to be. Okay, almost hit that one, but we're still good. Haven't missed. We did it! Already won. Already over. Super easy. I want to say this is one of the shorter levels in the game as well. So we may actually get pretty close to finishing this episode, or finishing this level in this episode.
Yeah, it would have worked too if it had worked for that dang darn clap.
Look, I went with the Crimson Chin strength. I guess when Vicky wakes you
Alright, so we now have the strength of the Crimson Chin rescued, and we're going to get a, I don't know if I'd quite call it funny, but interesting cutscene here in a second. We see the Crimson Chin eating, presumably, pork rinds. And the Crimson Chin is now super fat and now super strong because he's a superhero now that can lift up entire news vans. I bet we all know what's going to happen next. As if we haven't already seen this cliche before. Yep. Like we've never seen that cliche before. I always forget, like, this game is pretty dialogue heavy, unfortunately.
Now what? We're going to need more wish power.
There must be more wish stars around here somewhere. Let's search around.
So this is sort of the basic formula of how each level is going to work. You're going to go in, you're going to find your first 5 wish stars. After you find 5, you are going to make a wish, and then you are going to use the ability of that wish for a moment. Then you're going to forget you ever had it, even if it might have been helpful later on. Usually that's how it goes. Occasionally I think it might be a little different, but you might forget that it ever even exists, and continue on. So this time it's City Hall.
There usually is.
Let's power up for a wish. Preparation is the first rule of doing good.
That's actually a good point, Cosmo. Preparation is always a good thing.
You need to find 2 more stars, sweetie.
Alright, so we need 2 more, and it looks like there's going to be at least one over here at the police station. I'm always looking around just to make sure we don't miss a chin car, but I don't think there are any in this section. I don't think we see another one until we're actually into the next sort of area. Because, I mean, this is the same area we were in before, so let's go ahead and grab this last wish star if it'll slow down. We got it, folks. Let's head off to the second portion of the level. Yeah, we're only on like 9 minutes, so we're fine. Easily can get through this part. Maybe through the rest of the level, because like I said, this is kind of a shorter level, which is good. And this is a save door. This means that if you end up dying, like losing all of your lives, not dying, but like actually losing all your lives, you'll come back here. And like I said, you can take a bit of damage. Like, taking damage will not insta-kill you like in some games. So that's a good thing, but we just haven't taken damage yet to see it.
I sense that something is wrong.
Yeah,
My cleft is tingling. That could be taken very wrong.
The mayor has been kidnapped. Only a hugely charismatic person could dissuade such a dedicated man from his work.
Not spatula woman. Can she have the Crimson Chin's charisma? And if so, can she be stopped?
I
I'll bet she left through that open window.
Arm yourself with a wish before you investigate.
Never fear, Cleft is here.
Yes, because it takes lots of charisma to corrupt someone to not doing their job. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Regardless, we are going to make our second wish, and I believe this is actually going to give us a weapon this time.
What about the Chinarang?
Good call, Captain Cosmo. Let's do it.
Yep, we actually have a weapon now.
Evildoers into next week.
But not literally.
Right.
I think we actually get like a gun in one of the levels, like a laser style gun in one of the later levels.
Cleft washes whiter than white.
That literally makes like no sense.
Well, here we are in an alley.
There's only one way Spatula Woman could go, Cap.
She's not getting any nearer. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Let's grab some nice, easy crowns here because always looking to get extra lives. The problem is I can't remember if the lives carry over from one level to another, and they may not, so that's the one thing I forgot to check before starting this. So, regardless though, we're going to collect a lot of them just so we see how it works. And like I said, this level gives you a ton of extra lives and stuff. So we already got our second Crimson Chin card. That one was really easy to get, just literally right on the freaking path. So let's grab some more crowns. Always easy. And don't get hit by the giant pieces of bread. So it's B to attack. And we're good. So now that we are past him, he will wake back up in a second. There we go, we got our extra life there. And that is probably the strangest idea for a trap ever. You tied the mayor up basically naked above a giant bowl with giant, like, mixing tool things. Yeah, I don't know, that's weird. That's, like, weird by Fairly Odd Parents standards, honestly. I don't know, man. I really don't. It's a video game. I've learned to stop questioning video game logic sometimes, especially after playing games like Homefront for far longer than I ever should have had to, especially getting platinum. But regardless, $10 for a loaf of bread. That seems like not a ripoff at all. I don't think the last cards are in this area. I think they're in the other area. So now we're going to avoid these giant, basically rolling pins, something that's actually a little more dangerous, I suppose, because I guess you can beat someone with one. I mean, you can do it in Fallout, but whatever. We're going to knock out the second button. And the mayor is still hanging there. I think he's hanging upside down, too, which looks really weird, because he looks kind of more like a giant ball of fat. Not trying to fat shame or anything, but let's be honest there, that's what he looks like. He's like a stereotypical super fat mayor leader person. Probably had a few too many of those loaves of bread, but especially since bread is actually like all carbs, so it's not necessarily as good for you. Okay, there's like a way to get up here. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's kind of tricky to get up there. I think you might have to jump from this platform. It's just some crowns. It's not really worth it. I mean, we're about to get another life anyway, right there. So we now have 5 lives, which is pretty awesome. Now that I think about it, I don't think lives carry over, but I kind of hope I'm wrong on that. So we can stop the last whisk. That's what it's called. I was literally forgetting the name of that tool. It's a whisk. So it looks like we are about to encounter a boss fight. So yeah, some levels have like multiple boss fights like this. Some levels, I don't even know, have any. Yeah, I think that's the way you get up there. You have to like double jump from... Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Oh wow, I don't know how I didn't get hit there. I thought for sure I was gonna get hit. At least that thing attacks kind of fast, but they're so fat they're blocking the path a bit. Again, I think they're eating a little too much bread. Ow! So yeah, there you saw you have 3 hits before you lose a life. That was unfortunate. Fatty needed his bread.
Oh, Cleft. You've done well to make it this far.
That is like,
I really ought to hire
her
better help.
face is the most
Nevertheless,
creepy
your
part
hair
about
like
her.
a
Not her
stout
giant
heel.
friggin' spatula, just her face.
Pencil-wielding floozy.
We'll see. You have 2 choices, Cleft. Join me, or become a patty beneath my mighty spatula.
That looks so strange.
Never corrupt Chin Power!
Chin Power. Okay, so what we have to do here, this fight's a little strange to figure out. You have to basically wait for her to spit out the heart bubbles, and then she will eventually... Ow, I was not focusing there. No, that's not what you have to do. I'm being an idiot. I'm thinking of something else. No, you just have to hit her once, and then she'll charge at the boxes, and you have to destroy all the boxes to win the fight. She'll spit 3 times now. That was a terrible shot. We got her. Oh, right, yeah, because she can hit it back if you don't do it quickly enough. Okay, that makes more sense. So just let her spit out a few bubbles. And hit her. So yeah, very, very easy fight. Nothing difficult here. I mean, it's the first... It's really, like I said, supposed to be like the first level of the game because it's by far the simplest and it gives you so much, like, lives and stuff. So yeah, definitely probably one of the easier levels because some of these levels are actually kind of challenging later on. Like, I want to say it's the 4th level of the game in the bathroom. That one's actually pretty challenging. That one I think is more challenging because of the gameplay mechanics, not necessarily because of the level itself, just a stupid idea with the gameplay mechanics. It's another hit already. Oh, you're being a little tricky now, eh? Think you can trick me? So let her spit out 3 times again. See if she hits that again. Yeah, she will. So she just gotta keep breaking boxes. It looks like maybe 5 more of them. Yeah, very simple but repetitive fight. The next fight's a lot better and the music's actually pretty solid in it. Okay, she hit that one. Yeah, the next fight's actually kind of unique and kind of tricky because some of the fights in the game can be kind of tricky because they require... That was weird. I was really worried there that the game was going to glitch out and I wasn't going to be able to hit her again because the boomerang, like, wouldn't come back to me. Okay, now she's shooting 5 hearts. Uh-oh. That is not... You do not look charismatic to me. I don't know what person would find you charismatic. Let's be completely honest here. You look more like a skunk than a human. I apologize to any skunks out there. Please do not spray me. Alright, that was easy.
How? Why? Crime never pays. In the kitchen or anywhere else.
I hate that the Chin's powers are being misused by such vulgar villains.
I blame Vicky. This is all her fault. Oh, thank you, Boy Chin Wonder. All of Cincinnati owes you a tremendous debt.
Justice is my reward, Mayor. And now, to return this charisma to the Crimson Chin.
You know, honestly, this game would probably take half as long as it does if, like, there were no cutscenes or you could skip all the cutscenes and stuff. That's just so pleasant. That's even more pleasant. That's really pleasant.
With the Crimson Chin's charisma fully restored, Cincinnati once again celebrates its most popular hero.
So his charisma turned him away from being... Never mind. I was going to say it turned him away from being a giant fat guy, but no, it didn't.
That poor, poor man.
Alright guys, I think I'm just going to try to finish off this level in this video, because we're making really good progress. We're pretty close to being done. There's only one more section.
There's one.
Alright, but we do have to get 2 more of the other things, so... 2 more of the Crimson Chin cards, so we gotta be on the lookout for those. I wish there was a spring button, but there isn't. It's unfortunate. Got that. 1 binary star. Okay, Cosmo, sure. 2 wish stars and 1 binary star. If only there were things like binary stars in No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky might have been slightly better then.
Maybe I should find enough stars for a wish before I save them.
I agree with you on that one, Timmy. You should probably make sure you have some wish stars. Okay, that's 4. Just 1 more to find. Where's it going to be at? All the way over here. Yep, just making absolutely sure there's nothing else. So I think this is like maybe the reporting building, even though you never have to actually go in here. Come on, star. Come here. Like I said, some of the stars are very easy. A lot of the stars are pretty easy to catch, but some of them are a little bit more like that, a little bit more aggravating to go after. So now we can head off to the final section of this level. We're going to save our game over the same save slot, so hopefully nothing happens to my save file or something. Like I said, though, in the future, we probably will not get through full levels in one video because a lot of them are longer.
Long-legged villain.
Gilded arches. I've seen him in the Crimson Chin comic book. He's evil, but rhythmically gifted.
His
tremendous speed. It must
Okay,
be the
speed. I couldn't remember
No
what
need
the
to
power
wish to keep
was.
pace with this disco deviant.
Evildoers, beware!
This area actually has pretty solid music and stuff, and yeah, right over here you got the third Crimson Chin card. Fairly easy to miss if you don't look around.
Is that good?
And now we're gonna get in the elevator, and yeah, you see we lose our Chinarang as I was hitting B there just to check it out. I didn't think we got to keep it. I think occasionally you do, though. So we're now on top of the police station here in Cincinnati. I don't ever remember this guy being in the TV show, so probably made up for the show.
We need a wish that will help you over the rooftops. And that can deal with those villainous goons.
Ever resourceful, I, Clef, the boy Chin Wonder, have just
The grapple glove.
Please activate the Chin Grapple Glove.
Sidekick. Why, at least he said please. Target grappling areas by looking around and firing. And press action to punch with the force of 1,000
Music
chins.
here is pretty epic too, like it's sort of a disco-ish beat, but it's actually pretty solid. So you hit Y to go into first person, and then you have to lock on to those symbols. It's a little odd, sometimes it doesn't always work. There we go. And we got it, let's go.
Flying squirrel anyhow. Is it her day off?
The flying squirrel? Is the flying squirrel like a thing? I don't remember that. So we're going to get a few more crowns. We do want to get a couple extra lives because this is kind of a tricky boss fight coming up. This is definitely the toughest of the three and the toughest in this level. And we're going to swing on over. We just got to make sure we find the last Crimson Chin card. I think I know where it is. I know it's in this area. I know we haven't missed it or anything. Oh crap, did I actually lose a life? I might have actually lost a life there. That was bad. Okay, I think... Yeah, this is an area where we can sort of... No, it's not. Never mind. Thought we could take sort of a different path there. And now we will get a ton of crowns. Yeah, the problem is this thing isn't as effective as the boomerang weapon, unfortunately. I love how they're all just randomly dancing. It's so weird. At least it makes them easier to hit. Sometimes, not always. Okay, that was really weird. I like hit the thing and crashed. I don't know. Annabella B. Yeah, Cosmos says some weird stuff sometimes, especially like on this level. Please tell me you can't hit. Okay, we're good. I was about to say, please tell me you can't hit me while I'm like grappling over. A speeding chin. Oh no. Whatever will we do? I think you might be able to get in there, but I mean, there's no real purpose of it. We're up to 6 lives, which is great. Like I said, you can get a lot of extra lives on this level. And now we have access to this rooftop, so we can grab a few extras just in case.
Should be here. I thought the Chin had thrown him in jail.
Well, don't superheroes always, or supervillains always get out of jail? Isn't that like their thing? It's a really awkward shadow. Alright, let's go ahead and grab all those crowns. And of course it won't let me access that. And we go. So let's go over here now. I think, yes, there is one. I love how it almost, there's like the A flags, almost like the Avengers or something. Okay, is this where the card is? No, I don't think so. Must be a little bit later. And we're up again. Is where it is? I swear it was on like one of these rooftops. I mean, I'm sure it is because we haven't seen it yet and we've looked everywhere. Yeah, like you can't even go down in those, which is weird.
Blame it on the boogie. This rooftop's become a towering disco inferno.
Disco Inferno. Oh, that could be a tough jump. I hope that I don't die in the process. We're good. Okay, I really just want the last Crimson Chin card. I don't care about the crowns because the crowns are kind of worthless to me at this point. Can we grapple up to that? Yes, we can. Yeah, this section's definitely a bit longer, a little bit more stuff you have to do. You will rule Cincinnati, even though you weren't even the first villain to get the Chin's powers and already defeated all the others. Yeah, it looks almost like an Avengers flag or something, an Avengers symbol. Maybe that's where Avengers got everything from in their multi-billion-dollar franchise. And we jump over yet again. So, fairly repetitive section here. Knock him out, just check around just to make sure. Oh wow, so like, I ran into him and it took damage. Yeah, that'll sometimes happen if you run into something too hard. You'll like take damage for some reason. And we're gonna swing over to yet another target. There's the card. That's what I was thinking. I thought it was on top of one of these things. I just want to make sure before it went too far. And we got it, folks. So that is 100% on the first level as soon as we beat it. We're not even going to bother with any more of the crowns. We are just going to... that's weird. It was like still saying I could swing the target almost, but I guess I couldn't. And we're going to launch over yet another roof. So, like I said, pretty repetitive little section here, but at least it's pretty simple once you get the hang of it. And yet another life. Like I said, this level gives you so many one-ups. That's why I feel like it's sort of meant to be the first level of the game that you actually play, just because they give you so many extra chances. Understand the game mechanics and stuff. Ooh, there's only like 3 roofs left. Which is good, because it's been almost 30 minutes, and I don't like making super long videos because they take literally forever to export. And grapple over to this one. A random cinematic camera angle. And we got one more jump. And now we will have a boss fight with Gilded Arches. And his helicopter that looks slightly not really reused. Slightly reused maybe from Rocket Power Beach Bandits. Because I guess this did come out after Rocket Power. I don't remember. So what we have to do is grapple the helicopter and then keep it sort of toward the center area until he's fully reeled in. If you run out of time here, you're going to fail the mission and you're going to lose a life. So it's pretty self-explanatory. There's going to be a section just like this later on with the later boss that's a lot harder. But this one was pretty easy. Beat him in one run.
Drat! I didn't count on the skill of the boy Chin Wonder. These powers shouldn't be in the hands of villains. It's all Vicky's fault. We should arrest her.
If only. I mean, she would be arrested if this show was actually realistic in the slightest. I love how he already had his charisma back.
The Crimson Chin's speed is safely back where it belongs.
Until he probably gets hit by the bus. Yep.
Or maybe not so safely. So, Chin,
well, with that,
may I call you Chin?
Mind.
You certainly may, Anchorman, but don't talk to me. As we stand here on this historic day, fair Cincinnati safe once more, and its dedicated protector, me, once more restored to his shining peak of chinhood. We have but one brave sidekick to thank. Congratulations, Clef, faithful boy Chin Wonder. Thanks to your heroic efforts, these fine people are safe once more.
Wow!
Clef, how did you do it? Why did you do it? What did you do?
Well, you see, my babysitter stole the Chin superpowers because my godparents lost their magic powers. So then I came into the comic book to try and help and also find pages of the rules. And, I'm sorry. I must have taken a blow to my head during the fighting. What I mean is, with one mighty leap, our hero was free! Guys!
Ah, there you are, Clef.
Being Clef is fun, but I feel like being ordinary, mild-mannered Timmy Turner for a while. Can you fix it?
Sure thing, hon.
And with that, we have completed the first level to 100%, which is awesome. So, that's technically 2 out of the game's 10 levels, because there's the intro mission and the final boss battle mission that are sort of different. So yeah, guys, with that, a super long second video, but we have already beaten the first of the 8 sort of true levels. But I think I remember that one being one of the shorter ones, so probably it's going to take 2 or even 3 videos to finish some of the later levels in the game. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you for part 3.